dinner. Love it. I've been from first episode. I remember exactly where I was on September 8th, 19. Wanted to quit after the second season because she didn't want to be typecast. You know, he wanted to go on to other roles, other gigs and everything. She got a phone call, said, Michelle, you can't quit. Don't you realize you have become a role model for young black girls, black women, the image of a successful professional black woman in a position of leadership. You have to carry on. So she did carry on and became the icon that she is today. So, Unreal, what are we talking about? There's an episode in the original series, TOS is the original series, hang with me here, we'll be okay. The original series, the episode is called Spectre of the Gun. Kirk, Spock, and company are brought down to a planet because they violated the space of an alien race. They were trying to establish peaceful relations with them, but for some reason this race decided to kill them all. And they decided to kill them by putting them back into the gunfight at the OK Corral, October 26, 1881, Tombstone, Arizona. It was all an illusion, of course, but the aliens made them think that it was real. They judged the guns to be solid, the bullets to be real. In fact, one of them was actually killed in the episode. I will not give it away, you have to watch the episode. Spock figured out that it was all an illusion. And yet, they were so close to dying because they believed that these imaginary bullets would kill them. So Spock had to condition them, help them set their mind to know that it was all unreal. How did he do it? The Vulcan mind meld. And here's what Spock said to them. As I read this, I would like you to, in your mind, substitute the word bullets for problems, obstacles, fears, challenges in your business, your mind to my mind, your thoughts to my thoughts. The bullets are unreal, without body. They are illusions only, shadows without substance. They will not pass through your body, for they do not exist. Falsehoods, specters without body. They are to be ignored. Is you picking up what I'm putting down? Yes. The challenges, the struggles that we face, or that we think we face in our business, in our home, in our lives, that we think can defeat us, are only struggles if we let them be. Jordan Belfort. The only thing standing is the BS story you're telling yourself about why you can't achieve them. Favorite chapter to write in this whole book. You might remember Wesley Crusher from The Next Generation, the son of Dr. Beverly Crusher. He went to Starfleet Academy. There was a terrible accident, a flying accident, during his time at the Academy. Captain Picard and crew were visiting Starfleet Academy on Earth. They heard about this, and a cadet was killed. Regrettable, tragic accident, but Wesley Crusher and his teammates conspired to cover up the real cause of the accident, which they forced by circumstances. You have to watch the episode. You keep trying to get me to give away details. You gotta watch it. Captain Picard found out what they did that caused the accident. And he confronted Wesley Crusher and demanded that Crusher tell him the truth about what happened. Wesley Crusher chose not to answer. He chose to cover up the truth. Have you ever had a situation where, okay, picture this. You're sitting in a pub, in a bar, you're enjoying an adult beverage after a long day at work. You see a friend of yours, a buddy of yours, walks into the pub with a woman not his wife. He's married. You've seen what's going on. What do? Do you call his wife?
No.
You tell her?
No.
You're close friends with it. Now, wait a minute. You're close friends with the wife. Do you call and tell her what's going on? Good question. Anyway, Wesley Crusher refuses to tell Captain Picard what happened, and Captain Picard absolutely dresses him down, and here's part of what he says. He says, the first duty of every Starfleet officer is to the truth, whether it's scientific truth or historical truth or personal truth. It is the guiding principle upon which Starfleet is based. Now, if you can't bring yourself to stand up and tell the truth about what happened, you don't deserve to wear that uniform. It might piss them off right now, but they'll thank you later. If you're having a conversation with your friend, a friend of yours, and you know that there's an issue that they're dealing with, tell them the truth. Again, it may bruise some feelings now, but the truth will eventually help cement that friendship. You remember that question I asked you earlier about what to do, the situation in the pub and the man and the wife? Well, I forgot to tell you, I was the guy sitting in the pub. Guy came in with a woman, not his wife. His actual wife was a very close friend of mine. I called her. And I told her what happened. I told her what I was seeing. Oh my goodness, you can't imagine. She screamed at me. She called me a couple of dirty names, hung up on me. About 6 months later, after they were divorced, she called me back and she said, Glen, thank you for telling me that. I know I didn't treat you well. I wasn't nice to you in that first phone conversation, but I needed to hear that. I needed to know the truth about what was going on with him. Jesse the Body Ventura, if you always tell the truth, you don't need a good memory. It took me a minute to figure that out when I first heard that saying. Okay, now let us take a moment to remember the heartwarming story of the man who willingly gave his life to save others, then rose from the dead to the joy of many. Yeah. Have you seen this movie, Star Trek II, The Wrath of Khan? Yeah. Story of vengeance, of self-sacrifice. The message that was impressed upon me with this film, though, was a little bit different one. Who do you know, who do you have in your life that you can count on no matter what? A friend that will stick with you thick and thin. You ever seen that scene from that whatever movie it was? Look, I need your help. You can't ask me any questions. I can't tell you about it later. And we're gonna hurt some people. And the guy says, whose car are we gonna take? You got a friend like that? Somebody who will jump in the car and come help you no matter what's going on? Who will stick by you no matter what? I could go on and speak for hours, literally hours, about the social and philosophical and moral implications of the decades-long friendship between James T. Kirk and Spock. I literally could. It's all encapsulated, though, in this statement from this film. I have been, and ever shall be, your friend. Find someone, my suggestion, my recommendation, find someone if you don't have them already. Find yourself a ride or die. Find Find yourself a friend who will help you no matter what. Man of many companions may come to ruin, but there is a friend who sticks closer than a brother. If you think for a moment, if we take a moment and think about this relationship between Kirk and Spock. And when I say remember that story, it's what I was talking about, where I was the guy who made the phone call. Do you know that lady that I called? She is happily remarried. Now, she and her husband own a game preserve in the state of Idaho, and she and I remain good friends to this day. Oh my goodness, I did not want to make that phone call. Say again?
I'd have him make it.
Good. Dude, hand him my phone. You may want to call your wife. See, that would just be mean, right? But, well, that was one of those watershed milestone moments in your life, you know? Do the preacher said, if you want to give a good talk, got to do 3 things. Tell him what you're going to tell him. Tell him. Then tell him what you done told him. So, what have we said? Number 1, the bullets are unreal. The fears are unreal. French philosopher, name escapes me at the moment, said, my life has been full of terrible misfortunes, most of which never happened. Number 2, tell the truth. Always tell the truth. If you always tell the truth, you don't need a good memory. And number 3, phone a friend. Find a friend. If you can't find a friend, be that friend. And the right person will find you. So I've got a couple of books outside. Come chat with me.